So here's a bit about me. So I'm currently based in GTA in Canada, and I'm pursuing computer science at Ontario Tech University. And I've worked as an ambassador at 2 organizations in the past. One includes Canada Learning Code, and I'm interested in software engineering, cloud computing, and AI. And I've judged at 7 hackathons in the past, mentored at 2, and organized 2 as well. And I also spoke at tech events. So I'm going to be talking a lot, but I just want to share like some of the things I've done, like achievements, I guess, and just that stuff. So, okay, so I first started pursuing my career in tech in 2021. So I just started off with like Python, just like trying, and this was on Snapchat. And yeah, that was my first game, I guess. And then I also attended my first hackathon, which was offered by RBC. So it was online, and it was in 2022. So apparently my team, we placed 2nd overall. So we got like a certificate, cash prize, and also that merch. And then I also got interested in like cloud computing. So I found out about this certification. So it's like AWS. So I did that, like I did the exam and everything. So I passed, and that's my certificate. It's no longer valid, but yeah, that's how that went. And then I also participated in 2 coding camps while I was in grade 11. So one was by U of T, other one by Ontario Tech. So it was just to like explore what I like, anything in tech, like gaming, engineering, like anything like that. And then I also started working as a coding instructor at the Ismaili Canada. I worked there for 1 year, so it was like a good experience. I just taught Python, and it was like really fun. And then grade 11 started, so I got accepted to Canada Learning Code. And then I also got like a co-op at Staples. So this was like a part of my high school program. So yeah, that was good. And then I attended like a coding workshop by HackerGal. So yeah, I got the certificate. It was super cool. It was like a cute office. And then I attended my first ever conference. So this was in November 2022. So this was at Microsoft office. And I enjoyed it so much. So that was my first one. And then I also went to like an engineering competition for high school students. And that was by U of T. And yeah, I enjoyed here as well. And then I went to more events by U of T. So I went to like an engineering competition, a hackathon that was called NSB Hacks, and then like a conference. So that was for like women in science and engineering. So yeah. And then comes March to August 2023. So I was just attending too many events because I hated high school. And then comes this program. So Build Space, now it's no longer running, but it was like a really cool program. So just build like a program for like AWS. And yeah, and then here I am. Yeah. And then I also just recorded a demo. And then there was also like a mentorship program, like an online one, so it's called GEM. So I went there, yeah, a lot of perks. And then comes Canada's largest hackathon, so it's called CppNorth. It's at Waterloo, so I went there as a hacker, and I had so much fun, like this was the best one. And then I also got featured on their website, so that's me, yeah. And then I participated in the hackathon by U of T. It's Hack the Valley, so applications are still open. So yeah, like I won that hackathon, but not Hack the Valley, but I got this stuff, swag and everything. So I had fun there. Oops. Okay, and then I spoke at my first ever event. It was like a cybersecurity one. So it was like an online event in December 2023. And that's my collection for that year. So, and then 2024 began. I just like went to more events. I was just exploring, meeting new people, just that stuff. So it was fun. And then came May, so I went to like a hackathon by Shopify. It was basically for high school students, also by Hack Club. So it was like a really cool one. I went there with my small sisters and I had really fun. And then I also spoke for the second time at a conference which was also related to cybersecurity. And basically I went there as a panelist and it was like an amazing conference as well. And then this was my first time judging at a hackathon. This is GemHacks. So GemHacks is like a high school hackathon at the University of Water. And then I also attended Collision Conference. So it's like one of the biggest conferences in Toronto. Now it's not there anymore. But yeah, I went there and I got the tickets for free. And then I also spoke at the Accenture office in Toronto. So I basically demoed one of my projects. And this event took place like right after my graduation. High school graduation, so yeah. Oh, and CppNorth. So I was here last year as well. And yeah, I stayed over at the hotel, Mac's office. It was amazing, and I'm so happy to be here again. And then I went to a summer hackathon, so it's called Hack the Safe at U of T. So I just like judged there, and that's the photo of all the mentors and judges. That's the swag I got, and yeah, it looks really good, and I enjoyed it. And then I organized my first ever hackathon. It was online. It's called the Ignition Hacks. So I actually learned a lot at this one. So basically we had like 600 hackathon participants. And then I worked as a logistics person. And then I also got keynote speakers for opening and closing ceremonies. And then I also hosted a panel and then I judged projects. And then comes AWS Summit in September. So I went there and you can see I had fun as well. And then comes CppNorth again. So I mentored there last year. So yeah, I mentored there and it was like a boost and I really loved it. And yeah. And then came Toronto Days of Service. So it was like an event for girls only in middle school. So we just organized like a hackathon. This day it was raining really hard. And I enjoyed so much because we also hosted like a dinner right there. And yeah, it was really good. And then I also judged at Hack Trend. So it's a hackathon at the Trent University. And that's my collection. Okay, and then I just attended like a Google event. Yeah, it was by AI Thinkers. And I had fun. It was like an evening event. And then during the same weekend, I also mentored at LHacks, which was like a women-only hackathon, as well as I judged at Deer Hacks. It was at U of T, but the same weekend it was snowing really hard, so it got cancelled, so I just judged online. So I have no photos. And then I also judged at Google Developer Group's Solution Hacks. So it's at TMU, and yep, it was really good as well. And then finally, I also judged at Hack 44. That was at U of T. It's presented by Power Unit Organization. And yeah, I had fun here as well. I learned a lot. I just really love seeing projects. It's really cool. And then I got a summer job at STEM Camp. I'm currently working here. So as a camp counselor, we have so many campers every week. And then we just teach them like things such as robotics, computer science, coding, microbit, so much of that stuff. So I'm still currently working here and it's just like a summer job. So yeah, more things in progress and it is always a continuing journey, that's what I'll say. So I'll just share like a few of my advice on where to start. Maybe if you have like siblings who are very young or kids, you can probably share this with them. Okay, so create a LinkedIn profile and connect with people who inspire you. Keep updating your profile regularly. So I did this a lot when I first started. Yeah, like when I was 15 years old, I did this too much, like being on LinkedIn all the time. And then also learn coding from YouTube channels and W3 schools. And these are some channels like Free Code Camp, Programming with Mosh, Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and also AI, of course. And I would say attend many conferences and summits and workshops because you don't know who you will network with. So it's really cool. Like sometimes that person can really help you in like getting referrals, so many things. So yeah, it's cool to learn and then you also get to like explore the industry. So. And then volunteer at tech events, especially as a student, because of course it's really expensive to attend these events. So volunteering is a good option if you're like broke. And then I'll continue with hackathons. So hackathons and capture the flag competitions are really good. So these are some of the hackathon names, like Hacks the North, U of T Hacks, Med Hacks. There's so many hackathons. Mostly MLH is like an organization that really sponsors hackathons. So these are some of them to attend. And then also apply for like ambassador programs. Here are some. So Canadian Association of Girls in Science, Canada Learning Code, HackerGel, MSA by Microsoft, this WTM by Google. So yeah. And then also apply for some mentorship programs such as GEM or U of T Women in Computer Science. So you just get like a mentor, like you get to ask anything you want. It's much better. And then maybe gain some certifications, like the professional ones, like maybe by AWS or GCP or any of that if you're to cloud computing. So I've done just one so far. I'm planning to like maybe build some projects on it and then maybe go on to like another one as well. And then here's some cheesy advice. So yeah, like these are just things I believe in. So look at people on LinkedIn and other platforms as inspiration and role models and not competitors. So yeah, like don't compare, like try your best to not compare, just like get inspired and don't feel like that. Like many people just feel so much down when they look at people on LinkedIn. I never felt this way, even when I was like really early on. I just like try to like learn from them. So yeah. And then don't ever like compare yourselves with others and downgrade yourself, as everyone is at different stages of their lives. So yeah, I really believe in this. Like sometimes we just look at someone who's like much older than us, like far in their career, and then we compare. So it doesn't make sense. And then I would also say that give things a shot. So even if you think you have absolutely zero chance of getting it, because here's also where luck plays a huge role. So just apply to anything you see, like don't like question too much if I'll get in or if I'll make it there. Maybe just give it a chance because you're not losing much except a bit of time, but nothing much. So yeah. And then I would say like give people like be happy for people for the achievements, because then it also comes back. So when you achieve, they might be also happy for you. So it's good. And then enjoy your journey. And connect with me on LinkedIn. And yeah, you can send me a message. I'll definitely reply. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you for that great talk. If I recall correctly, this was your first year at university. So we got to see an arc where you gave a talk just before and now just after you finished the year. What did you learn? What changed?
I actually worked in 3 organizations that comes at my university. 3 organizations at the university. One was like women in tech. Other one was kind of business as well, like technology business management association. Third one was also like society of like IT. So yeah, like I got involved in these. I feel like I gained more like leadership skills, communication, and overall I met people a lot at my university. And what else? I just attended events a lot. I think like I didn't change much when it comes to like my attendance and events and all. I still try to attend. It got a bit more busy, but yeah, like it's pretty cool. And for now, we're just learning like fundamentals in computer science. So in first year, we just learned like very basics of like C++, Python. So yeah, that's in terms of technical stuff.
So you've been to many, many events of different varieties and kinds. What event or what kind of event has been the most useful for you, and which ones do you think was a waste of time?
I think, conference. Okay, the most useless one I got reminded. It was like like a machine learning one. I didn't really enjoy it. Like I skipped my school that day, but I didn't. I mean, I feel like maybe I just didn't learn much or network. Usually, I care about networking and just like learning. Like, are the workshops and stuff even insightful? That. So about the best one, maybe I can list a few. So collision conference, because it has so many like sponsors and everything, and there were so many students as well. Like, it was so cool, and we got a lot of swag. And other than that, in terms of hackathons, I really liked Hack the Valley, because that was like one of my first hackathons. There, I met so many people, and I'm still friends with them. So I really like that. And we built like a really cool project. I forgot what it was about, but something about like sustainability. So yeah.
So networking and meeting people that's what's valuable to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And I think sponsors as well. You know, like if they're good sponsors, it helps you. I mean, at that time I was in high school, so I wouldn't care too much about sponsors because I don't need an internship. So yeah. But yeah, now I'm in university, so it's definitely more valuable. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you have the mic?
So I have two probably, hopefully related questions. So one of them is, what did you learn from organizing your first hackathon yourself? And would you do it again?
Okay, yeah, so the first hackathon, I learned like, I feel like also like reaching out to like, let's say venues, like we also needed to secure a venue. It was held online, but before that we wanted like an in-person one, like a venue. So that's one thing like I got to learn how to contact them basically. And then also figure out the catering. And other thing was finding speakers and stuff, because I never did that in the past. So I actually really wanted to, like, getting speakers and everything and like arranging that stuff. Because I'm so much into like logistics. I really like that side as well. And like basically just using my network as well to like help a hackathon like that. And then I also helped like select judges or reject or hackers and mentors. So yeah, that's another thing. And then I also designed all the certificates for everyone. Excuse me. Like all the hackers and everything, the winners and judges and mentors. So I enjoyed that too, like using my skills to like create certificates. So yeah, overall, I feel like I learned more about leadership. It was definitely like so worth it. And we had so many hackers. So I enjoyed it. And this year it's happening again next month. I'm gonna be there as a judge. So I won't be organizing it. And yeah, looking forward to it.
So would you organize another one?
Yeah, I'm down to it. I haven't applied to anything yet because it's definitely time consuming. But yeah, I'll definitely look into it.
Thank you. I would love to learn about your time management skills or your time management secret. How can you do that going to a university and going to more events?
So I feel like most, like let's say about hackathons, they're mostly over weekends. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Like if you have something due soon, just do it over the weekdays. I do that because most hackathons are just over weekends. So it's not like too hard to make it there. When it comes to conferences, most of them are on weekdays. So since my university started, if you notice, I didn't attend much conferences. Like I had to skip almost all of them. Yeah, like barely any. I just attended hackathons just to judge because I love judging. But yeah, so it's a bit hard. Yeah, because then I also need to prioritize kind of one thing. Right, so it's a bit like that, but it works if you do your work. Like, I feel like even doing one productive thing a day helps. So maybe just allocate like a few hours on like studying, or let's say applying for a hackathon, because also applying takes so long. And also, when it comes to like hackathons, write down your like responses. I do that for every hackathon, so I have like a Notion document. I write down every single response to every hackathon or conference that I applied to. As a speaker, anything. Like, I just record it down because it's really helpful. Like, you know what you wrote. It's really helpful. So yeah, that's one thing for like organizing, and that's pretty much it. Any questions? What time is it? Oh. I thought I was rushing because I felt like we had like really less time. Oh, it was so much time. Okay. Yeah.